Next, I'd like to introduce our current chairman of the board of the Covington Chamber of Commerce. This is actually his second term of the chamber. He is also a sponsor today, a silver sponsor. He graduated from Western Washington University. He's married with 3 boys. Are you coloring your hair? You're not gray yet. I have 2 little girls that just born, so I'm sure I'll be even grayer. And then he has owned Oliveira CPA for 15 years, so he has a vested interest in the economic development of this city. Rick Oliveira.
Thank you, Jeff. And I want to echo what Jeff and the mayor has said. Welcome. This is a special event, and I want to also thank all of the sponsors for making this event possible. My tenure as a chairperson wouldn't work if I didn't have a board, and I have a fabulous board, and we have a great team, and I'd like to introduce my team to you at this time. Our team is made up of 11 people total, 9 board members and 2 ex officios. So if you would all stand up so that I can see you, and then I can just point you out without having to try to find you in the audience. Derek Matheson is an ex officio member. We have Tamara Paul, who's our chair-elect. She's going to take over next year, so pretty soon I get to handle that gavel. I'm looking forward to that. Kathy Wallen, our secretary. Jim Hutchinson is our treasurer. We have Dr. Stedry, who is the ex officio with the Kent School District. Jessica Oliver, and that is it for board members. But we are, with the executive board this last month, and with the blessing of the chamber board, we've actually been able to bring forward a executive director, which we have been absent for over about a year. And I'd like to this time introduce Tamara Rose. Tamara comes to us from the Puyallup-Sumner Chamber and also the Fife Edgewood Milton Chamber. Kind of a mouthful right there. So she's here to Covington. She brings quite a bit of experience, and as I've heard from several people who have met her, she's already been busy. This could be the single greatest legacy that our board has to pass on to the next board, and I'm looking forward to that. So just want to briefly touch base to you about the chamber. We've been in Covington since 1995, I believe, was the earliest date that I could find. We've always met in this area or real close by, and we've always had an active participation. We have probably about a 25 to 33% membership attendance at events, where kind of the average is about 6% or something like that. And so we pride ourselves on that because we have a vested interest in this community and also in the commerce of this community. So it's been quoted, and I love this quote, the Chamber of Commerce is a catalyst, a common vehicle through which business and professional people work together for the common good of the community. A better community means a better business condition, and we work for a better community for everyone. And I think that kind of fits the city of the Chamber of Commerce of Covington, and that's kind of similar to our mission statement: to provide an economic environment that enhances the businesses and communities we serve. And it's not, and if you look at that, it's not a unique mission statement. It's the same or very similar mission statement of several other chambers over the last thousands of years. You know, chambers have been around for a long time. So I want to say thank you to the city for having this vested partnership with us, the Economic Development Council, and I think that this is a good time for me to stop. I'm getting over a head cold, and my voice is going to start to go pretty soon, so you don't want to listen to me squeaking up here. But it's a good time for me to stop and pass it back to Jeff, and he can talk about the economic development, or actually you can. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Hugh Kodama. He was our previous co-chair for the Covington Economic Development Council. He is the administrator of the Covington Multi-Care Clinic. He joined Multi-Care in 1993 and came to the Covington Clinic in 2003 as the administrator. Although Hugh lives in Lakewood area, he has been involved in the Covington community since 2003 and has served on the Covington Chamber of Commerce Board and the Covington Economic Development Council. Hugh?
Thank you. If you haven't heard it yet, welcome and thank you for coming. We're really excited about this event. And they asked me to talk a little bit about the Covington Economic Development Council. Now, this was formed back in 2001. when really there was not a good relationship between the business community and the city management and city council. During that period of time, we decided we need to come together as a group. So we have 5 people elected by the city council, 5 people elected by the chamber, meet on a monthly basis so that we can work together. And I can say within the past 10 years, we are working together. We have a common vision of what we want to do. Later on, Paul Burnell is going to be talking to you about our vision and talking about where we're going for that. But we really believe in where we're going. In fact, we not only believe in where we're going, we're also investing money inside there. Just for Covington Multicare itself, we're building a facility out here because we've been here since 1993, and we've grown up with the city, and we're investing actually $175 million in this facility. If you go to our plant right now, we're building a freestanding emergency department. We did get approval for our hospital. And it's going to be a 58-bed hospital within this area that's going to come in several years. We keep planning for that. That we believe is going to be one of the cornerstones for this area, and I think it's really important. And it's important to know that before the Department of Health for this hospital, everyone in this area came together, not only Multicare, but also the city council, the citizens over here, of the services that we want within this area, because they don't want to travel far. They want to work, live, play, and recreate in this area. So that's what we're having over here. We had an event back in 2003 called Preview Covington, and you can see the development over here, and now we want to take it a couple of our steps up. So welcome. We're here to answer any questions that you have. Feel free to ask us, and hope you have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugh. Next, I would like to introduce our platinum sponsor, Laura Moser, with Waste Management. She has over 16 years of experience in the solid waste and recycling industry. She's held a variety of positions in the industry, including sales manager, major accounts manager, route manager, construction and demolition plant manager, and contract compliance administrator. Presently, she serves as the Municipal and Community Relations Manager for the Waste Management in South Puget Sound. She is responsible for developing community partnerships and pursuing growth opportunities for waste management. Prior to her career in waste industry, she spent 13 years in the hospitality industry. I don't know the connection there. Sorry. During that time, she became very adept at customer service and learned early on how to cater to the needs of the rich and famous. Miss Moser is the daughter of a career military father, stay-at-home mom, and has 3 brothers. Growing up with 3 brothers in a military family prepared Miss Moser for her career in the mostly male-dominated field of recycling and environmental services. Miss Moser has a wealth of public sector and customer service experience. She is passionate about providing innovative service and sustainability solution for municipalities. Ms. Moser and her husband have lived in the Puget Sound area since 1989. They have 1 son who is currently attending United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. Ms. Moser, Laura, welcome.
Thank you. Like Jeff said, I'm Laura Moser. I'm Municipal and Community Relations Manager for Waste Management, and I work mostly in our South Sound, Puget Sound area. I want to say thank you to the City of Covington for creating Destination Covington and allowing us the opportunity to speak today as a partner. Most people think of waste management as a large, comprehensive garbage and recycling hauler. That's correct. We are the largest garbage and recycling company in the country, as well as the largest in the Pacific Northwest. But there's a whole lot more about us you should know. In 2007, Waste Management established 4 bold sustainability goals. By the year 2020, Waste Management will double its renewable energy production, triple recycling volumes, improve fleet fuel efficiency by 15%, and reduce emissions by 15%, as well as preserve and restore wildlife habitat across communities that we serve throughout the country. To achieve these aggressive goals, we have been partnering with communities, and together we are reducing waste by making recycling easier. using advanced technologies and turning waste streams into valuable streams. In 2010, Waste Management recycled enough waste to fill more than 133,000, Boeing 737s. When we can yet recycle, we collect methane gas from many of our landfills. We have been able to turn that gas into electricity and have sent the electricity back to Seattle to power over 5,000 homes. The Waste Management Puget Sound fleet is certified evergreen fleets because the vehicles run on compressed natural gas and are improving air quality and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. When you think of waste management, keep two things in mind. Think of us as your garbage and recycling hauler. Locally, Waste Management employs 2,300 talented people, and we provide services to close to 700,000 residents and businesses throughout the Pacific Northwest. Secondly, think of us as a partner and a leader. We want to achieve aggressive, even world-class sustainability goals. We want to do that work in partnership with others. We are committed to turning waste into a resource. When you think of waste management, think green. Thank you.